Let's see what Khan decides to go into the Scion. It will be the GP, so Camille Jungle.
And Camille Jungle is a jungle that you want to have a lot of early action on.
Manages to tag, and there we go, an Arctic Assault into Prey. Looking for that permafrost. Death Sentence will find Hylissang on the Sejuani. Takes a gigantic chunk once that plasma is bursted down. Now Cousin Broxer, they're going to trade. There's a fight in the mid lane as well. Trade for trade. Smite fight for health. Caps now to 200 HP. Steel Tempest goes up. Will not find a target. Cuz flashes over the wall. First blood to Fnatic. They follow up on the bottom lane. Hylissang goes over with the assault. King's on bounce one back before Broxer chomps BDD down.
Fnatic just finds
right now, though. We'll see if they can hold this lead.
Oh, just a quick stab before we get into the fight. This could be Fnatic's first Infernal. It is secured, and the first of MSI. Broxer doesn't have flash available to him, so he's stuck inside the pit. They get the GP ult, they get the Galio ult for just the kill. While talking about surprise plays, Broxer and Kaz are making their way down to this bottom lane. Prey is going to use the E, get the speed boost up and dash to the side. Prey gets away with his life. Kaz has not engaged yet. He's finally joining the fight as the teleports were cancelled. The Hextech ultimatum is dropped onto Broxer. Subjugates by some time, but simply not enough. The crit is not going to kill Prey.
Getting down to that bottom wave that's been pushed into the turret.
There's no teleport on BDD. He finished the recall. Prey is going to flash to safety. Manages to escape with his life. The Ignite is ticking down. Here comes a heroic entrance, and Gorilla escapes with his life. Caps gets one. For two. Caps' Yasuo is beautiful.
What's the Galio?
Force plays in the bot, but both are available right now. We could see another fight.
We can indeed. Kuz is already going to be jumping onto Caps. Caps will get bursted down before this fight has even begun. Gangplank ulti thrown into the Tribush, and Kuz, along with Kingzone, equally...
They have full vision on where BDD is, and with Prey and Gorilla going back to base to finally pick up their Rage Blades, Fnatic secure themselves the first tower along with the early Cloud.
Second Drake of the game. Fnatic take first tower in 5 out of the 9 games that they have played thus far. And while all of Fnatic are down on the bottom...
They're going for an engage onto Reckless.
Reckless with a very early flash. Gangplank ultimate comes down. Whipper waiting in the wings. Now he's locked in place by the Hextech ultimatum. Remember, Sejuani ultimate not available. Whipper caught in the winds of war and sent into zombie mode.
And the reason for that early flash is because they knew the engagement was coming. If you get locked in from Hextech ultimatum, guaranteed death there from the Galio combo. Fnatic do trade on top side, but Kingzone aren't done.
Pressing their advantage in the middle lane. So by keeping Caps towards the top side, they force BDD to respond, and at the very...
The Kingzone won't quite have it.
All right, Galio ultimate is available if Kingzone fancy a chance, but...
And with the Drake up, though, I wonder how hard Kingzone will look for a fight.
All right, Flash not available on Reckless. He's already been chunked down and is killed. So much damage from Kingzone. They find a second and a third, and they might be peeling back for Baron.
Huge team fight
There's
for
a Flash and a Smite available. Killer Instinct not yet used by Prey. 3,000 hit points on Baron. Hop over the wall. Broxer's the target. Caps trying to zone away. That's a dodge away from the side. Baron is still being triggered as Caps goes down. Broxer will get killed. And Kingzone turn back to Baron.
Fnatic are not given the opportunity to steal away the Baron as Kingzone. They kill all 5 members. They have the Baron in their eyes, and this will be Kingzone taking full control of the first game of the day.
And yeah, even though Caps recalls on a ward and Kingzone have no way of knowing that he was in base, they see in the middle lane a good opportunity. And they're able to
mid-outer turret as well while we were in the replay. And as far as Baron control goes, Kingzone remain the number 1 team.
So they're maybe going for a tower dive. That would probably be their only out.
All right, Glacial Prison is available. Here comes the unstoppable onslaught. BDD body blocks it for now. A deadly flourish buys some time as Caps is trying to get damage on the back end, but he's forced to use that stopwatch. Not going to be enough. They can't get through the single tank. Now Brox is in trouble. Kingzone fly halfway across the rift just to shut him down. It's a double kill for Prey.
Yeah, they forced themselves into a no-win situation here. Cuz now is still on the chase, and I believe he saw Hilly.
Yeah, BDD even teleported into Fnatic's base. The inhibitor turret will fall very, very shortly, while Kuz is jumping onto Hilly.
Prey coming down as well to finish it.
Arctic Assault not going to get him over the wall. Another kill to Kingzone. 15 in the game, as well as an inhibitor.
One Baron has snowballed out of control in favor of Kingzone. Fnatic, they're struggling to find answers. We talked about how their composition was a little bit all over the shop, whereas Kingzone's was fluid. You group up, you force fights, and they found those fights multiple times throughout this game.
Yeah, and Kingzone with
physical damage dealers that are 8,000, 9,000 gold down the opposite number. And while there is a kill now onto Kaz, this will alleviate some pressure. Fnatic need more. They need to do more. The death sentence bought some time. Prey uses the killer instinct to jump backwards as BDD joins the fray with the heroic entrance. In a 5-on-4, Fnatic still can't find the damage. Rekkles needs a front line to get those shots off. BDD trying to jump onto Hylissang now. I'm waiting for that taunt. Will lock him down. Winds of War and an auto takes him out as Khan is trying to steal away Wolfcamp. Caps now going to be jumped on by at least one carry. Prey will just run him down shortly. Caps, I think, trying to stack up that Q. 1v3 all of a sudden. Last breath still not available. It should just be a matter of time. And despite all the damage that Caps has, he's trying to look for at least one kill. Sterix Gage buys some time. Jeez, Caps, never say die. Finally, Prey takes him down.
He does his best to buy time.
Not just Prey either. Khan there with some big AoE on the Gangplank allows them to win that 4v5. The Galio ultimate came down as well. And now Kingzone still pressing the attack here, knocking at the doors. Their bottom inhibitor turret is the next target. It's going to be a difficult defense.
For what we've seen from Fnatic, they're going to be willing to throw down. But it's exceptionally difficult with such a difference in itemization and gold, especially for Bwipo. He just can't stand toe-to-toe with all the damage dealers.
That was a bit of a bait.
Well, let's see what happens here. Kingzone, they make the Death Bush work. And they shut the bottom lane.
Again, it's that situation. Kingzone forcing Fnatic.
All right, take a look at this. Kaz has already found Rekkles. Rekkles is jumping backwards. He's gone golden to survive a few seconds longer. Kaz goes down. GA is popped. Rekkles is jumped on by Prey, and he survives long enough to turn around. Kaz has respawned, and Fnatic's frontline are doing work. Look at the shots. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Fires. Not going to be enough to take down Kaz. Zombie Bwipo interrupted. And now Broxah and Rekkles running for their lives. Fnatic almost winning this team fight. But at what cost?
And BDD is going to be the bouncer there, trying to zone Rekkles out of his own base, so he's going to walk into the bottom jungle and not allow them home.
It started so good. Take a look at Rekkles looking for the shots. Not enough crit. Gorilla survives. The goal difference is simply too big. A flash from Broxah means BDD won't take him out. Importantly, nobody got the Baron, but now look at the death time as 40 seconds for Rekkles.
Kingzone have a minion wave in the bottom lane. They have 4 members. While Kingzone won't secure the Baron, they should take more of the base from Fnatic. It was a very close fight, but it is still the LCK's representatives that come out on top.
2 inhibitors now down. So pressing in, and Kingzone pretty much have the Baron already.
Yeah, completely unchallenged. 14,000 gold up. That gives them 11.
Kingzone's comp. Yasuo just cannot consistently get the damage out.
Oh, swing and a miss from Hylissang. That Glacial Prison did nothing. Kaz jumps onto Hilly. He's forced to retreat. Look at the Fnatic health bars. They are obliterated. Khan flashes in for the parlay, but it's not a parlay he's looking for. It's the death of Fnatic. Bwipo's the last man standing as Kingzone are wrecking the base. Death Sentence will even connect, and Zombie Bwipo watches Prey take him down. Nexus turrets are dropping, and Kingzone crush Fnatic to qualify for the semi-finals.
Expertly played by Kingzone there in the late game after they got that engagement. And that's why we really highlighted that early start from Fnatic and how they would really arm a speed up and a mobile Ezreal AD carry.
Yep.
Those things become very hard to lock down.
We've also seen Ronopi use that stun very effectively earlier on in the group stage. And now
the Evos have no idea that MLXG is lying in wait.
No, they don't. Let me will be the sacrificial lamb. MLXG just goes, peace, I'm out. He uses that elastic slingshot, and that's just an easy kill here. In fact, donated to Yijin.
That is the most classic. Nope.
This could be the first tower for Evos, but it's in a race. Uzi and Ming on the bottom lane, and first tower picked up by Evos for the first time in 9 games. It's instantly
is an Ornn, camping for the Ornn, really going to out-carry camping for Uzi as we progress later into the game. Right now, they've got a Gangplank pushing on bottom side.
Oh, they have indeed. Paddle start to the face! Get dunked! Ron, not so OP. Arcane shift.
Here, play with me, and unfortunately, Evos is losing every time they choose to play.
They are indeed. Look at that. Let me change the barrels onto Slay. Warzone's trying to zone him away, and they lose their tower in the mid lane.
On the Ezreal. They've got the objective, though. Evos able to take the Drake.
All right, so a little bit more late game insurance on want to try and push Evos around further.
Poker's come out, and here comes the hard engage.
Okay, but how much damage is there on the side of Evos? It's a fight to multiple fronts. Ming is down. Rono P-Maker rather, as well as Xiaohu. Now the teleport finishes from Let Me. Warzone's trying to zone MLXG away. Slay got chunked out and he's killed by Uzi. It's a 1-for-2 in favor of RNG.
Trade here where they're able to get 2 kills for 1. They can also push on turret.
There's no flash for Warzone. He's going to get shut down if RNG chase. They decide against it. Warzone steps a little bit further forward. I think he's feeling very eager. Uzi finds Yijin, end of the line. There's not going to be enough damage. Uzi gets another kill and oh man, as well as some free-ass boots. Got those for a little while. Completes the Greaves. Picks up his second tier, as well as a lost chap slingshot. And by the way, Stock flashed for that one. Uzi was able to escape with the arcane shift, and now all of a sudden, the Bastion will buy some time. Shutdown, that's very good for Evos. As it stands, the inner turret's down though.
And note how RNG are focusing their attention on the towers rather than the Baron. They recognize that the big way for them...
Wanting RNG to chase, wanting RNG to go into him. But they didn't because they're secure.
RNG. And, whoop, never mind.
No, definitely not. Cosmic Raids will buy some time here for Rono P and Yijin. They get a stun onto MLXG, but nothing else. Down in the river, Stark is being chased down by Let Me. Here comes MLXG. Stretching Strike is going to be interrupted by the Buster Shot. Realmore brings Warzone 1,000 hit points. There's no smite, remember. Going to be secured here by RNG. And Royal Never Give Up will turn to fight. Stretching Strike onto Stark. Good damage on MLXG. Warzone forced to run away. Cannon Barrage comes out. Warzone still alive for a few seconds longer before Uzi takes him out. Now Stark's on the front line. Forced to jump backwards. Yijin's not done. He dashes forward. Stun comes out from Rono P and now slays the target. He's going to get caught. Tag, slap, taken down by Uzi. Yijin will be the next to fall if RNG chase. They decide against it. They've got the Baron and more towers.
Yep, they're not going to stop with just that. Here come 5 members of RNG with a double-stack Baron minion.
Oh man, the inhibitor turret will be the target. Where is the defense? Yijin and Stark, the last members remaining. But they cannot stand toe-to-toe. At 27 minutes, the inhibitor drops.
RNG, they found the pit.
Just guarantee themselves that top 4 seed. Oh!
Slapped in the face.
Oh, that is actually disgusting damage. But with the Void Staff, Nomicon, are you kidding me? Uzi sends his regards. The RNG fans in Berlin erupt in cheers. And in a 5 versus 4, Royal Never Give Up are taking down the base. Warzone will be the target. He's pushed away from the Nexus. And the 5-man stack of RNG are onto the Nexus turrets. Only Warzone and Stark remaining. Call of the Forge God did nothing. The Nexus turrets are falling. And RNG will take down Evos. RNG qualify for the semifinals in Paris.
Very dominant and convincing win coming off the back of RNG. Very much what you would like if you are a fan of RNG. The weak early laning phase that Malzahar typically has, because he needs quite a few points in his ear before he can really start pushing that wave up. And Swain, especially after the lane rather delayed.
Smithy's got to get out of there.
Oh, take a look at this. Smithy's got Body Slam and Flash. That's a Flash already used. Oh! No Body Slam. I take it back. Death's Hand tags him. Very good response. Smithy survives a few seconds longer before Mugen takes him out.
What an amazing collapse from Flash Wolves there. Maple, Flash got complete control. There's no way that Team Liquid, Smithy, or anyone else are going to be able to go answer. And that is going to be some... And even in this tournament where they had such success... Oh, here we go, though. Flash is blown.
Let's take a look at that. Pobelter's passive is parked. Killer Instinct is available for double lift, and he fires. Sword Art continues to get run down. Nether Drop will allow the kill to be secured. This double lifter picks it up. Now, Flash Wolf, Mugen, and Maple Wings. Ole's now going to try his best to get out. Does have access to his ult, and remember, no flash available. Teleport being channeled by Pobelter, and the minion wave is slowly being cleared out. Here comes Pobelter with Call of the Void to silence. Maple's trying to make his way in. That's a flash. Never move into the kill. Mugen with the flash chop. Killer Instinct's on cooldown for double lift, so he cannot use that either. And the Demonic Ascension keeps Maple alive. Now here comes Xmithy. Tower First Blood picked up by the Flash Wolves. Sword Art's taken down. The Malefic Visions are bouncing and hopping across the targets, but there's not enough damage yet. First tower, they got the first dragon. And here comes a proactive play. Impact's got Call of the Forge God available, and it is summoned. Hanabi holds onto his flash, and Impact actually going to flash forward for this one. With the help of Double Up, they continue to chase. Ole's in so much trouble, he's taking a lot of damage. Teleport being channeled, and finally the kill is secured. Turn the attention to Xmithy. Now
him, and they're going to be able to take this turret trade, but Flash Wolves are pushing harder and faster on the top side.
Every time Team Liquid make a play, Flash Wolves answer. Yes, Team Liquid, they still have priority bot. They still have the numbers, and they could continue to rack up these kills. We talked about how he can be that late game insurance for Team Liquid, and we've seen what pros have done so far in this tournament with this champion. Doublelift is one of the... He has a level on him right now, but Xmithy being 2k gold down as Hanabi gets locked up.
Well, Doublelift is going to jump all the way forward. Remember, Hanabi was the recipient of the gank a moment or two ago. He gets taken out. Doublelift on a killing spree.
And that's a big misplay.
Impact thinking about going in, decides against it.
They don't want to, because look at Doublelift. Off screen, he used both his summoner spells to get out of a sticky...
They're constantly having to use that cooldown. Even though Flash Wolves aren't getting these kills, they are able to get another Drake for themselves and rotate up tier to try and catch Pobe.
Blue buff on Betsy's just going to allow him to run down Pobelter. Kept the vision on. Vision of the Empire even gets a flash, and he's on full stacks on that passive.
Here we go.
Let's take a look. Call of the Forge God comes out. Yes, it knocks up 3. Nether Grasp manages to lock down Hanabi. He flashes away for his life, and now Maple swaps up frontline duty. Double forced to run for his life. Feral Scream will interrupt him for a while, but Maple is down. It's Ole that kills him.
Fools go for one final push to secure that inner tower, but they cannot find it with a good ulti from Pobelter.
They controlled the jungle. Flash Wolves took so many early objectives and examples, and now after one team fight, Team Liquid went for an Infinity Edge first. So he's already got the damage bonus. Ocean Drake picked up by TL.
Doublelift can absolutely...
Vice comes out as Impact is now being zoned away by Betty. Call of the Forge God comes out. Maple is the target. He's only got 1 stack on his passive. That's already a kill onto Mugen. Now in a 5-on-4. The Monsoon has been channeled, and Hanabi's joined the fight. Available for Hanabi if he can get into the pit. The Baron is the focus. 2,900. Turn and burn. Look for the fight. Flash Wolves get body slammed on. That's a bounce back. Xmithy goes out. Betty's running forward, looking for the triple kill. Impact is being burned and eaten alive. Knocked up into the air. Living artillery, and Maple takes him out. Flash Wolves win!
And the Kog'Maw
could save this game.
Oh man, let's take a look if there's any possibility. Flash available to him. Flash Wolves doing the right thing. Pobelter decides to save his life, and Flash Wolves get out clean.
Such a critical team fight.
Look to siege multiple lanes.
Impact does have priority over mid and the teleport. Good damage there from Doublelift.
And he's forced to run away, gets caught out. That's a beautiful barrel! Xmithy on maybe his signature champion.
Middle lane.
And just remember, it was Maple that was forced to teleport into that river. Then he gets zoned away, loses his flash as well. Team Liquid will take the 4th tower of the game in a 4v5. Remember,
returning to defense.
Especially when you look at Betty, Essence Reaver, Rageblade, Hurricane, and a pickaxe working towards that eye edge. And he just melted through that. 2 clouds and an ocean for Team Liquid. We are well and truly into the late game. And Team Liquid today can increase their chances to make it to Paris.
Truly the underdogs of this tournament. Striking back now and putting you into a hopeful position, but Flash Wolves have
negligible. Rapid fire cannon picked up for Doublelift. Here comes Call.
Betty's
the target! Will be taken down! Shut down by Doublelift! Now Hanabi's trying to set something back. Forced to use that stopwatch, and he's going to be caught between a rock and a hard place. It's a double kill for Doublelift!
And they're going to race him towards the mid lane here. Flash Wolves are actually pushed out of zone control. Maple's the only one to get inside the base. Team Liquid full steam ahead.
100% kill participation for Team Liquid's at Doublelift. They take down the inhibitor turret. The inhibitor will not survive much longer, and TL are now in control of the game.
The Baron is alive in 20 seconds. Still
Impact starts it off. Smithy finished it up, and now they're looking for Mugen.
There we go. Flash net the grasp. Easy kill secured by Team Liquid. That means the smite is not in the pit. And Nabi is only respawning now, and look at how quickly that Baron is shredded, Vedius.
Team Liquid playing this game so well. Level
taken down. I think that was a smite that finished it. Take a look at the engage. Here comes the barrel. That sends people sideways. Call of the Forge God. That is a zoning ultimate. A couple more hits on the tower is all it is going to take. But Hanabi is destroyed. Forced to flash away from the Void Seeker. And Impact's now going to go. He's taken out. Betty's turning one back. Double lift. Gets feasted with the shield. The heals. He survives. That's a double kill. Chasing all the way forward. It's a triple kill. And Team Liquid, they're setting their sights onto the Nexus turrets. They've got the base broken open.
Double lift is a monster as he secures a triple kill for Liquid, and it looks like the game.
Team Liquid keep their hopes at semi-finals alive.
4 victories for Team Liquid, and they're not even done with the day.
Watching the celebration on Team Liquid's face, a hard-fought victory.
Look at the reaction. Every victory.
After the Karma pick yesterday, they need something where it's Caps who can be a huge playmaker. We get that Cassiopeia. You highlight just before here, Papa Smithy. It has been a
Farm this one. Okay, Brox will only look mid, looks to the pillar on the war zone here, gets up the slow. Now Cap's gonna look for that sleep, gonna find the damage output, gonna be knocked down with the ignite. First blood is in, delayed the flash so long and still gets killed.
Drake. Despite losing the fight in the mid lane, they still have control on the bottom side. Brox is
play
here.
hop, yes, he gets the second bounce away. Now Stark might have to flash because this one Gangplank goes down for more slows, and Stark just doesn't have an escape. Broxa blocks that one out. Nice kill picked up 2-0. Fnatic traded though to the Ocean Break in the bottom.
Playing harder, and here's the gank.
Just like you asked for the Vishio.
Isn't slept, and here comes the suppression in there. Not quite gonna get the stun from Cassiopeia, but there's still no out route for Caps taken off. And finally a kill on the board for Evos.
And this is perfect, because you know...
Like they split kills.
Keeps trading forward. Yijin is moving into mid.
Oh, no cleanse for this one. Can Caps get the damage out, but flashes in for it, but oh, no, blocks some damage. Gangplank coming in to join this one. Now Caps, can he make the outplay? The heal comes in, the suppression onto the turret in Warzone. Gets the poison for the kill, and now the re-engage of Stark is rummed down. Broxton does not have flash to get out. He's going to be slowed several times. Hopped on as well. Now the stun comes in, and he just does not have the way to escape this one. 2 kills come through for Evos Esports.
We have to remember Caps.
Support. Quite a lot of AD loaded onto the Sivir. The second Drake, and now even more comfortable laning for Evos.
And this has actually been seems to be around top side.
Mega Gnar ulti's gonna land. There's looks like no oranges yet. Flashes gets hit, but this one here comes the suppression. And the 2v1 is gonna be too good. Evos gonna grab another kill in a row, picking up kills across the map.
There's probably just force. He was away, can hit Stark, nope.
Not gonna rouse it just yet. Looking for the big Q. Pillars there to help the setup. And now with not a lot of escape tools left, no flash, no Narvar. Caps goes in, has a chilling spike to send for a little bit more of a slow, and that will be a trade kill. Fnatic finally answer back.
The Caps had actually taken down the turret. They're still going to be first to it for Evos, despite them not getting a top. Well, they had that bot lane pushing in. 170 CS for this Ezreal. So they're trying bottom side.
Gnar gonna look for Hylissang, not quite gonna grab the good walk back, and now a re-engage. Look at the front line. Is the burst gonna be there for Stark? Back to Mininar, the damage up from Reckless, and Broxa pick up one, and the disengage. Broxa no longer with turret aggro, seems okay. And now Yujin at only 600 HP, but will not be pushed anymore. The flash forward, Caps can't get away! He can't get away, the Twin Fang is gonna make it happen! Warzone on a killing spree!
They're actually able to pick up a kill. There was a misplay there. Yujin used his ult on the target that wasn't tanking the turret, and thus wasn't able to punish early. But nice roam again by Warzone. And the later pick Cassiopeia has been a lot more helpful as they're trying to chase down the Pirate.
Well-timed Oranges barely even misses a beat here. Now Whippo, first run, but doesn't get the barrel this time around. The slow is going to come in from Ezreal, and Slay gets one. 6-4 Evos.
Get another turret as well for Evos here. They are just winning across the map. Fnatic did not get the bot lane turret because they had to run away after the minions died. There's so much pressure on the European team, and right now they're crumpling.
It's a sort of game where cross-map play should be lost just by the virtue of Gangplank being in the game. But as you mentioned, Divicio, Whippo getting kind of...
He grabs no problems here for Evos, just stacking these up. And Baron's up in 8 seconds. And as Evos...
It really delays your core build, and that means Yijin, with Flash soon and a Righteous Glory plus Predator, he will always get to a target, and that target can't get out of the ulti. They're starting it now. Fnatic, they need to go in and stop this.
That's now both blue trinkets down. Can they find themselves to fight? Cannon barrages on into the front line. Look for Hylissang down at 1,000 HP into the front. The Traps to pull back in though, and they get cast, but a huge barrel explosion. Can Whippo be the carry? Broxa certainly cannot. Hylissang forced to run. 2 kills already for Evos. Another barrel. That one though not a crit. Doesn't do quite the damage he needs. As turrets fall from minion pushing. Fnatic finally get one to the board out of mid lane, it looks like. Evos, very, very low, 5 versus 3 on the map.
Ocean Drakes will start to spawn, and remember, there's still a threat on the back.
Good oranges.
It's just so hard for Reckless to push damage with no backline, and like you say, someone coming in to force them away.
Fnatic's base is to the bottom left. There's no easy way out. Whippo pretty much surrounded in this one. Doesn't get that barrel either. The slow, the twin fangs are in, the poison. The kill comes through for Warzone. TP in for Slay to rejoin.
Only Whippo's big barrel actually did something.
So Caps wants to join this fight. 800 HP, not going to find the steal. Broxah nowhere near in range and gets spotted out for another kill. Now Evos finds their 10th.
From behind.
There's a big chunk. Of course, you expect if Caps was 5-0 instead of 0-5, maybe Slay's at 10% for this one. Does get the poke to knock down that cannon minion, but it's not going to be enough. Turret will still fall. Sad for Caps, has quite a bit of deaths here. Of course, this team is still alive.
The damage doesn't need to be introduced, and Evos continue to play the map, and Fnatic have to hope to playing one lane, looking for a turnaround. That's the best they use.
Useless Elder Drake.
And even before Elder, honestly, this is not a bad Drake setup for what as the trade. A kill for Baron. This is certainly a positive trade for Evos. Whippo gets the kill with help from Hylissang, but no one is around to stop this Baron. Honestly, the vision setup was too all-consuming, so Fnatic looking for what they can get secondarily. It's a kill and it's one turret.
Yeah, Evos, they know. They're still...
It's about how these team fights can be navigated. Certainly more gold, more items, and a buff on the one side. Finds Hylissang QSS out, but that's going to be the kill. He was isolated by himself fighting for stays alive. Cannon Barrage gets some poke, but this is a 4v5 for Fnatic. You can see that damage not that high against Yijin. As the siege continues, his turret likely to fall. Stark splitting on the side, not yet found by Caps. He drops his only a minion, and that turret's going to fall now onto the inhibitor. Fnatic will have to back away off this one. Give up one more part of their base. 5 seconds on the Hylissang respawn might signal the retreat for Evos. They've got a Cloud Drake alive to stack 3 and 2. Or they might stay for the siege, but the health bar is a little bit lower. Stark only at 1/2.
No reason to back off. They keep pushing up. The damage not going through the tanks yet.
Oh, good Black Shield keeps Warzone able to walk away cleanly. Slay almost finds it. Arcane shifts out and gets the damage able to find the kill. Hylissang dropping yet again. Still 5v4 now inside the base with the Baron buff on, and they've got time about 30 seconds, 50 seconds of this Baron buff. Trade of spells, almost gets one more to pick off. And now look on the side lane, Whippo very low, Slay really playing aggressively onto this one, finds another Q, forces them back as the turrets are starting to fall. Evos looking to end the tournament on a win. They've picked off Broxah as well. Only 3 left to defend Fnatic's honor, or they will drop to 4 and 6. The turrets are falling, one last hard engage as Whippo's forced to run onto the Nexus turrets. They're going to fall. They picked off almost everyone. Reckless alone with a single assist and no deaths, but his Nexus will fall, and that's the part that matters. Evos find their 2nd win.
And I'm giving my MVP to Yijin. Early game, there was a lot of pressure in the mid lane from Caps, but he knew, if I just go mid and stop Caps from getting far ahead, then the rest of Fnatic's comp is scaling. The GP top lane and the Sivir bot lane.
I mentioned the Yasuo. There they do it.
Okay.
They go mid lane Yasuo here, you would have to think. But if you look at Flash Wolves, they're all about...
Either way, though, a good fight is always great for Ashe. Quick Mount Drake pickup here. Flash Wolves continuing their bot pressure and jungle smashing, getting the first objective of the game.
With the Hawk shot is thrown in. Haven't talked much about BDD, but he's looking for a trade.
Gonna have a fight here. Slingshot's coming over. Not gonna find the knockups just yet. Windwall gets rid of some of what Mujin wants to do and pulls him back in. Ashe Arrow's gonna land though, and it stops him in his tracks, push them right back in, and the health bar's so low, this guy's gonna run away. Mujin all the heals are there, but they split blobs up, and the TP is up there if they need Khan to save him. Down very low, not gonna burn the spell. First blood goes through to Mujin.
And the Ashe Arrow was so critical.
In for the flank. This could be a very important fight now for Kingzone. Looking to pull the trigger onto this one. BDD has a knockup available. The ultimate not quite up, but he's going to find some damage. Mujin caught out, kicked down, and Prey gets one on the scoreboard.
They just assumed that the battle was over. It was not. Maple bot lane's not joining.
Shove this one up. Maple wants to fight for this in the mid lane. Hanabi and Kuz showing up as well. They get the knockup. This could be the death knell for the mid laner. Pushed around. There's the let's bounce. The kill picked up in courtesy for Kuz. And now Gorilla brings in Prey as well. Going to share the local gold. Oh, she goes all to Mujin. Maple just outside of the range for that one. So 350 onto the Graves.
Going to lose a turret. But given that Kingzone had no map presence 5 minutes ago, this is a pretty preferential trade for Kingzone.
Well, they might push for 2 now. You can see how we get an early recall from Gorilla to try and go stop it. 4 members of Flash Wolves to the top side.
Oh, Khan's gonna have to burn Flash, probably, unless they can burn him down in time. The knockback is there, even if Flash won't help him. The kill comes across, they pop him into the passive. But now with some defense, they're gonna get to defend the turret. Drake still goes over. Look at the health bars getting down, though, maybe putting a lot of damage across.
And especially when they see that Zach soloed down the Drake. They know he has to recall. They can still continue. Put down very deep vision. They're contesting a door ward there.
Do they get the seismic shove almost on a Gorilla? Pops the gray health and should survive this one. Health bar is pretty high. BDD getting a bit low. This buys a lot of
Yeah, we have to remember Kingzone. It takes them forever to kill that Drake with the Zac here, so they were actually not able to like queen.
5,500 gold deficit.
Here we go.
Huge lead. Cuts gets to the back line. Stunned us. We cannot combo. And as his ult right back up, but the health bar runs out and he's into Bloblets and there's no teleport to save him anyway. This will be a kill unanswered. Gorilla walks up trying to save and simply kills himself for it.
Yeah, what's Gorilla doing here? He just needs to get out so there's still 4 more Papa Smithy. How far ahead the Flash was need to be before we can say, okay, they're going to win everything. Well, getting the Baron and getting the base, that's what they're looking for.
And here's the knockup. They will be able to get a kill for this one. Hanabi maybe further ahead than he needed to. Could have backed off once the Baron was started, but at least a consolation kill for Kingzone.
Potentially don't have enough gold to win the next team fight. The gold lead is ballooned to 8,000, and Kingzone, with the dregs of a super powerful team fight comp, are not 100% to win the next fight.
See with Flash Rolls, we'll have plenty of time to push down this turret here, seeing as Gorilla and Freya just recalling top lane. Hanabi is in mid without the Baron buff.
I gotta say, I'm impressed with Flash Rolls. Yes, the gold lead in the early game matter. Now looking for the frontline knockup. They've got one looking to kidnap in as they look for Graves, but no kills across just yet. Instead of backline access coming through as Flash is looking to do a bit of damage. They push BDD over. Hanabi in the back line. He's gonna find Zac. No passive. There's Sword Art. Somehow grabs the kill, and now Khan is forced to run. Does have the ulti, not gonna pop much, and just gets chalked down as Betty grabs that one through the slows. Onto the base they go.
Perfect setup once again. Talia wall in, and when Kaz says, okay, we need to fight, that's the only way to defend. He flies in, instant disengage from Flash Rolls, and then they can just turn around and destroy Kingzone. They're going straight for the Nexus.
Their execution has been so great. Once the Yasuo wind wall goes down, these next turrets are going down too.
A lot of damage into the base, and it's a 5 versus 3. You have to imagine Kingzone cannot really defend this easily. They will kill off the minions and force Flash Rolls to wait a little bit longer, but now a wave in the mid lane means they're going to knock down the second inhibitor turret as well, and the respawn still 10 seconds on Khan. They will play with this 5v4 for a few seconds, but their health bars are low. Be aware of what a re-engage.
Betty on this Ashe to secure an early turret down there. Now they're pushing it once again. Kaz is going.
Oh, nice knockback there, and they're going to get away from the let's bounce. The Flash was burned. The stun's going to come through. Mugen is going to get that first kill, and no one's going to follow up Khan. It's now a 5v4 without a jungler. Going to be a hard fight now for Kingzone to win. Of course, their base already in shambles. The mid lane very, very low. Hanabi couldn't quite find the inhibitor just yet, but the team is ready to re-engage topside with the Yasuo far away. Good attacks come through for Prey. The heal comes in, though. They might find the re-engage now as Hanabi is around the backside looking for BDD. Going to find the stun, and now Khan is going to drop. Gorilla low in health as well. The kills coming through fast and furious, and all of them are going to start dropping now as BDD is alone and cannot win these duels. A 1 versus 2 at the very end of it.
Flash Wolves are going to win this game. Kingzone tried something different, but that's what happens when you pick for lane and don't pick for the roaming. BDD couldn't hit the side lanes. He wasn't really relevant this game, and Flash Wolves deserved winners.
So Flash Wolves guarantee a high seed in these semifinals. They locked that one in back in day 3. They knew they were in the top 4. It was about playing for seeding. At worst, they're on a tie break for first. At worst in that, they're second place.
And of course, that is the Odin sensor on the Monsoon. Doesn't really synergize that well with TL's comp. If you think about the Braum, it would have meant that double lift could open up. The Braum could...
And this one, he is staying even for now. Let's see mid lane.
Looking at the mid lane, they're going to have the root there for Poelter. He's going to be in range despite the flash, the burst. Is it there? The Q's going to bounce. Poelter will fall. MLXG grabs first blood.
And that's what happens if you do run the mid lane.
TPs, we know Sign was around. He's on his way from mid now. They might be fighting here. Ole is around the corner. He's engaged.
Right, suppression's in. This fight's going to grab this one. Do they have the damage? A nice knockup comes through, and it doesn't matter what Blascone is there. The kill comes in, assists on all 4.
Pushing lane wasn't certainly synonymous with a successful invade. It's double up again.
Nice flash ult. The chain stun is in. They're not going to knock back Uzi easily enough. Ming grabs that kill. RNG have their second.
Fantastic.
And that turret super low.
And now the pressure is the top side, though, to answer this in some way. Unstoppable goes forward. He's still going to find this one. The CC is there. Let Me is flashless. This has to be a kill for Team Liquid. A bit of time gained, but not really much. And there's one kill on the top side. First turret still to go to Uzi in the bot.
This is what we have seen all tournament long. From
Team Liquid had better have a Flash Malzahar ultimate, or they're going to have a lot of damage to respect.
Yeah, they need that TP advantage. So that impact comes in. It's a 5 versus 4, but that's not happening because Let Me, he's just saving it. He's walking back to his lanes. And classic.
But Xiao, who's here as well. Good wave clear out of Impact, and now it's Ming and Uzi under the turret. They're going to layer some crowd control, and it is going to be the kill picked up. Ming drops aggro cleanly. Nice pickup as Rip Throw is sieging the bottom lane, but it is not the same kind of advantages that RNG gained topside.
Oh, Pobel is on his way now. He wanted to push the wave first, and the moment he shows up, RNG needs to back away. So it's going to be a turret trade, but there's another kill for RNG, and this one goes to Uzi.
And this is where Pobelda's kind of caught between two different masters. RNG know their damage output and Impact overstaying against the very early Rage Blade takes him down. All Pobelda did in the meantime is push a wave. Warner this time early QSS.
Here's the horn looking as Doublet's knocked into the air. Ole as well, just chaining the crowd control, and Jin is going to fall yet again. RNG half HP. Uzi always able to play the maximum. As Impact's going to be spotted out by Letme, this could be a dead Scion. Here comes the call. The Forge God jumps in to land the crowd control, and it's going to be a lot of damage. Impact yet to find his way out. Does get shut down. A great flash blocked the ultimate. That was beautiful.
RNG side jungle, that's where RNG have enjoyed so much of their vision, all their vision top side for TL, so unless Impact was
play, yeah, it's a flash, but it's still almost going to be taken down by
everyone from going down.
Quick Smithy.
Dangerous, he spots the opponents, but Xiao's going to be in range for this one. Smithy does not have flash, a good pillar. Let me, can he find the crowd control? He's going to run as fast as he can. Xiao, who flashes in for the Q, he's going to be able to train the route as well. Smithy is going to drop. Another kill comes through as the mid turret falls as well. Royal stretches the lead almost 4,000.
A lot of protection coming in from him. I can only engage his on pick has also been crucial.
Flashes down.
And Double has nowhere to go. Into the air he is, and Uzi on a killing spree. The picks were there. Let me get the 4v5 for a Baron Steel. Liquid backs against the wall. This could be RNG taking the game and getting too big of a lead on this one. A silence in the front line, looking for damage to press the Braum, but he's not a great target. Impact somehow gets into the back line, but he's alone, has to flash right back out. And this Baron still dangerously low. Can Smithy find himself a steal? He's not going to have the chance. Picked up cleanly, and the re-engage is there to grab even more kills as Liquid are just bleeding the map, and Royal Never Give Up are on form.
It is very fun to see, though, in this game how we have two teams that have actually been winning a lot of games the last 2 days, fighting each other, but RNG just looks stronger at the moment.
Knock up on the Uzi to half HP, but they cannot get the damage out, but their Impact is going to fall the pickup, but they get the trade, and that is huge to knock down Uzi. Suppression in the back line. They could kill off Meng, but first traded on Sole. So now it's a 3-on-3 for the back half. This is going to be a huge amount of crowd control. Letme's only going to find one. Forward MLXG! He's so spicy into the back line, looking for big ones there as it's still a 3v2. The turret falls down. RNG win another fight.
And that's what happens when you have the on. You can throw it from downtown. Double Smash still not up from all those moments ago. RNG still end up with the lead.
Ooh, really nice pillar to stop down Letme, but even still, this is RNG taking so much more off the Baron. +1 in the fight. Another couple of turrets fall down in the mid lane. Inhibitor is theirs as well, and it's now an easy reset to grab Drakes and go for the next push.
They're so far ahead in this game at all. We heard the analysts coming into the game and their predictions. Azale and Jet saying Double needs to do well. It's about the bottom.
Or the minion wave crashes, and Letme with his banner of command doing plenty of work as well.
Liquid just unwilling to actually pull the trigger on the 5v4. Yes, of course, teleport could let Letme join back in, but now they're going to try. Here comes the teleport, looking at the front line. A lot of damage coming across back and forth. A quick heal out from Ole. They managed to pull the teleport out, but this is going to be a pretty big bit of crowd control. A flash out from Double does not want to be dove, and that's going to be a turret falling. TP for a lot of flashes burned.
Team Liquid tried.
See how much darkness there is. You don't need a Nocturne for the fear to be struck into the eyes. Team Liquid hoping for something, a quick route, but that is still not a target they can really fight down. As
Smithy, the turn isn't as scary for RNG, but the Baron damage, oh boy!
It's a lot. Another 3 health point. They're going to find the front line. Look at the burst coming across. Looking to kill off Orn. Letme just barely slinks away, but they've silenced the front line. A quick pickup on the Baron. Health bar still low. Another silence. The shield's coming up. But can Liquid find an actual team fight? They wait out for Uzi's W to time out. Impact stays alive, and here's the curtain call. Will this re-engage work for Liquid? Do they want to take the 4th seed right now? They cannot quite find their opponents.
RNG will return, look towards the base where there are 2 open inhibs and 1 bot lane inhib turret. That's it.
Squad looking at the bot lane siege now. Baron buff on, knocked out by a pillar, but still a few seconds to hit this turret. Got the health bar lower, big knockup. Letme going to try again to find the engage. Gets a couple of them there. They're going to go for Impact. He's going to try to ult away, buys a few seconds, and now the re-engage towards the Orn. Do they have the damage? Letme's getting low, pops an hourglass to buy some time. The stopwatch makes them do that, but still able to cut away cleanly enough. They're going to force out Ole. Uzi gets the kill. Ming takes the turret. The shields are so big, and Uzi wants them all. He's on a double. He's got a red buff. He's going to pop the move speed. Looks for Smithy. Almost gets that 3rd one, but they've still cracked the base. They're on the 2nd inhibitor. that one's going to fall with the 5v3. You have to believe RNG gonna make this one closed out. They will get that battle for first place as Uzi gets the unofficial Quadra, and he's gonna look for that 5th one. Not gonna get the slow just yet. And they have the restraint to go back for the Nexus turrets. Royal never give up. Gonna end this record with the win. It's gonna be a great run of 7-3. They will have their showdown with Flash Wolves for the best team in group stage.
Uzi was just waiting for his moment. He didn't care if he was against a double range lane. He knew he would find his time. And now RNG book a date with the Flash Wolves for that all-important first slot. And we are going to 5 games on our set.
And RNG versus Flash Wolves happened yesterday, and Royal never gave up.
Potentially at the all-in lane, whether you go for the Grasp or into the Unsealed Spellbook Ignite. So the self-counter pick, but what it provides against the Surround.
Okay, they're going for the all-in, block all the different skill
Speaking
shots.
of all-ins,
He's gonna have to work this one. A huge knockup! He's all in for this one, and now that's gonna be pushed away. Now a double slow onto the bot side. Betty is quite low, and they don't find the turret aggro. A double kill on the bot side. MLXG after Uzi gets one.
execution lane presence post-6 if they don't have vision of the enemy jungle. 7 minutes into the game, we're already going to see the gold. It's going to be solo gold on Uzi. It always is. Uzi getting bigger and bigger. Look at this, a 2,000 gold lead. I mean, he's so handedly. The game may not be decided, but if RNG continue on this pace, making controlled aggression plays, it didn't look likely 4 days ago.
So far into this, now looking for Mugen the Flash. They've got the open, they've got all of the damage they can possibly need. MLXG getting the kill on this, and he's here to make sure Uzi says, I might want that red buff. Fighting the top side. He's got to run. Ooh, nice job getting rid of the barrel. MLXG, will he go for the slow? Yes, but now right in front of Graves. Underneath the turret, 2 versus 3. They've got the burst damage. They should be able to take him out, and he oversteps himself. But Maple will not find the Drowsy. That bubble will not get his target.
Well, not anything more, because it felt like anything else they did, they would have
he flashed onto it. He's dead. He's so dead. He's gone. Mugen gets the kill.
Did he just flash and play?
Uzi's build path is like phrase when it comes to his double tier. Ezra is going for the Trinity Force as his second item. Flash Wolves have no frontliners.
Constantly move around the map. MLXG, he wants to fight.
2v1 and a Hanabi. He's going to try to find some way out of this one. He's not going to dodge the knockup. It was a predict on the flash, and he held it. So he's able to actually walk away, and now Soraka is here. MLXG pops the ult to get away, and now Xiao Hu's here. He's going to find Sword Art. That could be easy to kill them first. They're going for the front line. And can they get the burst?
Uzi's here.
Not just yet. Uzi joins in from the backside. There's one kill picked up, but a Drowsy champion could be a kill. They can't find the autos, though, as 2 kills now picked up, and Hanabi has nowhere to escape to. This Gangplank is certain to die. Into the depths you go, getting revenge for everything he tried to gank earlier on. Buying a lot of time, finally does go down. Uzi making that one happen. 6-2 now on the scoreboard. Nothing lost by RNG.
Yeah, no risk from RNG. They can walk up as Maple tries to make an escape.
To fully push in the wave before he needs to recall, knowing that Let Me can just show up towards the lane. So RNG, they started the fight with MLXG's gank, and they react instantly, and never feels good to have to place your Rift held all the way in your own base.
Uzi the most farm. With the teleport, he can instantly collapse himself and go for that farm. And so we go.
And they're going to collapse out of the mid lane. There's the knockup. The kill comes in. MLXG grabs it for 300 gold. Betty low on health, and Sword Art a brush from death as well.
This here, Xiao comes in from the flank, times it with the on ulti, and then there's nothing you can do as Flash Wolves because you're just locked in place.
Nice try by Maple. Only tags a minion here. Looking for a little bit of burst, but Uzi and he will withstand damage easily. They're going to find that's done once again. Ming walks in to tank it.
He's the greatest support.
Uzi could have flashed it, but
he was hiding in the brush, so it was kind of unnoticeable. Let's see bot lane.
Meanwhile, hiding in the brush isn't going to matter for Hanabi. That's going to be a quick 3v1 kill. Xiao who gets the kill credit, and a bit of help from the rest of the team as well. Looks like Ezreal getting some.
Oh, they're not doing anything. There we go.
Suppressed, QSS on, gets silenced again though, and the flash to chase forward. The slows are in. Nothing Sword Art could do in time. Great kill picked up.
Good vision control. Papa Smithy, they will grab a top lane turret.
Easily. No map controls. Uzi does have the QSS now. He's turning.
Does it immediately. They've got a lot of crowd control. Mugen not quite knocked up. Rage buys some time. Uzi in the front line, but he gets attacked for it. Then a half HP has to run away. Also with the cannon barrage. Turret's going to be forced to kite back. Looking for volley, looking for damage. Betty's still going to stay up, but the turret is gone. And RNG with the mantra Inspire Shield. Going to run right
was
now.
picked after.
Yep.
Lane here, so it was certainly picked for a win, and it's the farthest from it.
Well played. I mean, this is one of the best bot lanes in the world, if not the very best for a reason. And even with counterpick, very few players could ever hope to threat right now. Flash was going to get it away, maybe go for a turret kill. But Baron will be secured. World Never Give Up going to grab that one. And Uziel, oh, they're going to look for the re-engage. Knockup only finds a single one. but is there a follow-through from Xiaohu? Gets the silence, he's gonna go for the ulti, flashes in, and he tries to bait the QSS. Doesn't get that one to happen, but a flash out from Maple. Now looking for the next one. Mujin running out of help, jumps over the wall. Uzi still in the chase, jumps right in. He's gonna try to find that kill, but Wish buys some time. And they might get one Drowsy, not just yet. They've got Sword Art, the barrier pop, and the kill comes through. And the back lane going to fall. That's Graves. And everyone else just kind of dropping and running away. Gangplank was the one to actually die. Mujin still stuck on the wrong side of this fight, though. As Benny jumps the wall. Only 2 will die, but Baron dead means there's so much more for RNG to push. The waves already here for bot lane.
And RNG gallop from all directions looking for kills. They show a lot of respect. They wait out cooldowns. The Baron take was once again immaculate. MSG chased away from one inhibitor, but 4 members looking to crack another.
And this is definitely a dead inhibitor. 5 seconds on Sword Art, 15 on Hanabi. On that Gangplank in the top side. Base cracked open, 13,000 gold ahead. Uzi just pops
a lot of ways back in the game.
And all this set up in half a split. That's when Uzi joined the team after that Chinese New Year holiday. They come in, they develop a very long run in the playoffs, but eventually the champions. You're seeing the fruits of their labor now at MSI.
Of course, we'll see more from the labor of both these teams here. Flash Wolves will almost inevitably be the number 2 seed heading into the knockout stage, the semifinals here at MSI 2018. We'll never give up. With this fight, might claim that number 1 stage. They've evaporated one. They're going to look for the second. They've got that a double for Uzi, looking for number 3. He's going to find it. Can he get more? As the rest of the team is forced to run out of, he gets rid of some of the minions, but just runs away from his base. Now Maple has an extra flash to burn to get away. The knockup not going to land. That'll let me. And the kill time is going to time out anyway, but they might just get that 4th one anyway. He does. The unofficial Quadra is in. And Gangplank will just run and hide. Nothing to defend. Royal never give up. Make the run through the back half of the group stage. They will claim the number 1 seed, crushing Flash Wolves under their heel. And they will have their choice of semifinal opponent.
And it was pure domination from RNG in this game. They win the bot lane. We have in the mid lane, the Malzahar pick's been huge also for Zhao Hu. Great start from him to go with MLXG on that Xin Zhao. So it's just a good pick. And we actually look to get a Vladimir top lane in the end.
I can almost hear the analyst desk considering backpedaling now as they need to put their faith on a top lane
So Fnatic going to the invade on red. Spotted out. Impact trying to slow them down a little bit. Not sure how much he'll be able to gain. Smithy going to kite back around. He will find Broxa with the W. Can they fight for this red? Smithy gets the smite with a red buff on. Whipple's in kind of a bad spot. Impact kiting away, getting a bit low on health. He's got to respect the damage output. They've got Whipple in their sights. He flashes, and he cannot get it. First blood.
Oh, there might even be more fighting now, but Broxa and Cash going with this one. Whipple's recalling. Might not get there in time. Oh, Whipple, he's going to die now.
Recall. Q, Ignite is going to stop it. Oh, Impact is 5 HP. The minions actually get the kill. An unassisted one at that, but the trade is in.
And in the end, because they
just yet on this one, Smithy back at the top side. Whipple has everything available, though. Impact kind of showing is level 6, so this could be the big fight. How can he outplay this? Barrels are up. A lot of damage coming across the explosive cask. Not yet pulled in as they find for the damage output, pushing him back around. Impact will not get smacked down. Smithy gets the kill, but here comes the roam topside. Broxa and Caps joining in for this one. Impact does not have a way out. He can charge for some damage, but he will be killed off. A nice trade for Fnatic.
The time where Impact can just run at Gangplank and force him out of lane.
Looking for the pillar. Ole might be in a bad spot. Knocked in the air. Does not have flash. Does not have a way out. Rooted in place. The charm comes in. Reckless grabs the kill. Number 3 on the game now for Fnatic. And there might be a re-engage. Right back out, but pretty good damage at a double lift here. Gotta respect the damage output when you don't see the Cogby now looking for the body slam, forcing flash at the Caps, and Pope can now walk in for the root. This could be a kill, but first, they knock down Xmithie and he betrays the damage output. Pope can't get anything else in. Gangplank ult shows up, but not quite the assist. 10-8 currently. Actually beautiful by Whipple in this top side, nullifying Impact entirely. And there's the Weaver's Wall looking to find this kill. Ole does not have a flash to keep Double Lift safe. Here comes the charm. Double's going to flash away, but this will be a dead Tom Kench. He's going to go back to the bench for this one. He's still trying to run. They don't quite have the attacks. Are you serious? Finally, the chomp comes in for Broxa kill us here, but here comes Liquid.
Yeah, he bought a lot of time. Xmithie Pope Builder showing up. The turret will die very soon.
And that's going to be first turret, and now nothing to hide behind here. A great play out of this one. Just a quick channel, guaranteed all they needed out of this.
Roamed down pretty significantly by Caps. Very nice use of the Weaver's Wall there around objectives. Perhaps a preview of how the mid to late game will play out. Colonel Drake picked up. Team Liquid needs...
Channels for a bit of a slow, gets shot again, and Whipple continues to win this matchup. Reckless. This turret slowed down, but no one to stop him. 2 turrets to 0 now. And Fnatic roaming topside. Impact's days are numbered. Here comes the charm, looking for a little bit. Hylissang will be found out, jumps across, gets the knock up, the knockback, the kill is in. At least a trade kill for Impact, but it's still plus an assist and alone time with that turret.
Let's give some credit to Impact for surviving so often, but let's see bot lane is 2v1.
KazaLoLLCShighlights might get away from the root as he flashes upwards, but Broxah now has a pillar in his face, and that will be another kill answered on that side of the map. TL can clear waves, but now look at a dive towards Expansion to get the knockback, the flash forward. Whippo's here, what a beautiful cast, but look at the healing, there's just too much. Body slam, can't pull him back in. Weaver's wall is going to guarantee it, and Ole is just ulted into nothing. Can he even find Whippo? That's the question. As
Double is coming
down, gets pushed around, Caps finds yet another. It's 9-4 in kills. Doublelift wants in, Impact the same, but he's got to respect Caps. The flash forward, the damage might just be there. Doublelift does finally get one, but Impact needs another, or it's going to be all for nothing. Finds a slow, but knocked into the air.
He's
Can he get him? No, he cannot. Whippo able to
Like that though, as they gave him counter pick, he's supposed to have the aggression. The matchup is Doublelift.
Yeah, just gets into Whippo. That should be a kill under the Kog'Maw. Ole sadly takes it away. Maybe was afraid for his teammates'
The right
life.
side was selected.
But we have to look at a game where Fnatic have sent Caps top lane level 3, Broxah top lane. We now see
Drake can try to make this play. Despite a bit of a power drop, Impact is behind, can look for Caps with the Hemoplague and more. Here comes the hard control into that Drake pit. Here comes the big fight. They separate as Whippo's on the front side. Can they find the damage? Impact buys a lot of time. Put about out and Whippo will fall. It's a 5v4 in the fight now as TL go back in for the Infernal Drake. Xmithie should have this fight without too many difficulties. Picks that one up and can now TL disengage with one kill. Xmithie, days might be numbered. A great pillar buys some time, but it's Fnatic disengaging it again.
look at Caps.
Does he make the big play? Pushes in Ole, but the gray health is on. Still looking for that fight. Looking forward as Impact doesn't get that kill just yet. The team's still forced to disengage. The health bar is so low from TL. Blue buff goes over to, I think, KazaLoLLCShighlights. And the body slam out. Fnatic though with Broxah, and now with Caps they can find the play, but Ole can resuscitate Doublelift, no problem with W available, and I believe it will be. No, the shield's run, doesn't have the cooldown yet. Barely gets it, but can he keep him safe? Knocked into the air, Double gets the shield, but they do kill off Ole, and the TP now coming in. Whippo rejoins the fight. 5v4 this time for Fnatic, but there is no wave to push with.
Cancel TP from Impact to get in the back line. They were actually controlling the Rift Hole this entire time. Recalls will get off. Bit of a prediction there from Weeper. But the reason why Fnatic were priced in to keep going, this is the third charge for Shelly.
Well,
For an
Fnatic,
impending battle, as we end the audio of our replay back here. Still things to watch for. Broxah can keep that Kog'Maw contained. Ole has to play around. And can maybe betray your focus fire. Now Cap's pretty deep in the jungle, spotted on this. But the rest of the team is right behind him, so not a play to be made. Looking for the hard engage and not going to get it just yet. Ole actually doesn't grab the teammate. He never hits the Devour. The bot lane is gone. Hylissang makes the huge play on this one, and the pressure is into the mid lane.
Fnatic, they knew there were no flashes from Doublelift and Ole, so they saw them in the mid lane. They rushed to them, and they instantly just take them down. Great engage.
Feels like who's flanking who. Changes minute to minute. Looking for Xmithie.
They get the pullback. How good is the damage going to be? A little bit of damage back towards Caps. Explosive Caps, but doesn't put him right back into turret range, so he stays alive. Inhibitor is gone, and there is so much control now for Fnatic.
Thought we were watching this setup.
We'll find Xmithie, don't remember, this is a squishy Gragas.
And they're going to line a big chunk of damage. There's on health on the Baron. They've got to get this one pretty quickly. 2,500 left. Here comes the re-engage. A TP into the flank. Baron's getting low. It's going to be picked up by Broxah. And here comes the team fight. It's all about Doublelift's damage output.
So huge. The most criticized player of all of MSI over the last few days. A lot of criticism towards him. Champion picks, the way he played. But the Zyra Khan, a combination that Fnatic did not want to pick yesterday when they had the chance, has been very big because they've given them...
Here with the Baron buff, doing a lot of work.
And how good is this going to be as Fnatic look to take everything they can off this Baron? 2 minutes still on that buff. Here comes the Weaver's Wall to separate. Doublelift cannot join this fight easily. This is going to be a very rapidly decaying turret here. And no flank for Impact either. And him now opened up.
TL really wants to go here, but it's Fnatic going.
They get the double knock, but Doublelift is only to free far. Xmithie is gone, but how about the backline access? Can they kill off the carries? So far, the answer is no. Broxah is way too tanky. Impact forced to run. 5 alive versus 4. Inhibitor is down.
Able to wait out the Hemoplague. No value from it. Just going to be a second inhibitor.
Brought to you by Fnatic. Predating on Team Liquid right now. Another turret to fall, looking to take inhibitor number 2. The Baron buff still on for this wave.
Such a big gold lead
in the wave.
But they did manage to defend here. Team Liquid still kind of defended.
Separates to the top side, actually wants to go for some turret damage here, which means he's going to be engaged for Team Liquid. They get a bit of isolation. Reckless Kite Swim, and Hylissang is dead, and they're going to keep the dog alive. 5v4, turret falls, Cap still alive. Doublelift Looking for his next target, maybe the flash forward. Whippo might just run out of health. He gets another one down as Doublelift gets that one, and now Caps has to run away. Doublelift has to respect the damage output as Ole's on the flank. Team Liquid might find a 3 for 0 on this one, but they have lost part of their base. Pobelter is low, and Ole gonna bring in a target. They're gonna get that third kill. The base, though, is in shambles. No one's arranged to stop them. Hillsong even there to keep the rest of the team out. He can stop Xmithie, no problem, but doesn't spot the teammate. Doesn't matter, it's picked up. Explosive cast not in range. Hillsong in half, though.
The victory, compensatory. Drake here, the Mountain Drake.
All the inhibs first and guarantee even more pressure later, but Doublelift level 16, he's ready to fight.
Isolation on Xmithie down to 1/2 HP, and this could be the front line. Doublelift is going to get knocked up with the pillar, looking for the re-engage. Ole is going to save him, but the health bar is low. Impact, the early Sanguine pool into zone needs to not get found up by Hillsong, but this could be a ton of burst damage flash to stay alive, but a lot of health bars and cooldowns missing now for Liquid, but Caps low as well. Redemption keeps him afloat.
Ole behind.
Ole brings in one, but this is going to be very dangerous as Impact once again on the pool, and a kill comes across. This could be the fight that sends Fnatic to the top 4. Impact taking down a double for Reckless. And 5v3 could send Fnatic into the knockout stage. Doublelift low, looking for someone to kill. Whip on the front lines. Crits though. This could almost be a goal. Oh, it's not going to matter. 4 in a row for the MVP of the European LCS, and Reckless and the rest of the team will send themselves to the knockout stage. They will extinguish Team Liquid's hope. Fnatic make it to the top 4. They're going to Paris.
Servant win here for Fnatic. They're not celebrating yet. They know there's still so much of MSI to be played for them, but the criticisms went team-wide. Caps had a down day, Reckless a down tournament. They turn it around when they need to, and all that roaming paid off as the front line just couldn't stay alive long enough for the Cop Mortar carry.
And it's so important for Fnatic and for Reckless that he grabs the Xayah. They play Xayah Rakan. They have an aggressive bot lane, and it works. 9-0-2 in the end. Fnatic have been looking for that second carry all tournament long, and they find him in the very last tiebreaker game.
And it's a tournament where we've talked about trust a lot for Team Liquid to begin, because of course Ole subbing himself out and all the struggles they had, the trust falls weren't there. I think there's almost that same analogy with the Xayah Rakan not